Welcome to the Kids Kingdom. Please like, share and subscribe the channel. Press the bell icon.
Once upon a time, in a kingdom nestled between emerald hills and azure lakes, lived two little princesses, Eleanor and Amara. Eleanor, the elder of the two, had golden curls and a curious spirit, while Amara, with her raven-black hair, possessed a heart full of wonder. One bright morning, the princesses decided to explore the castle gardens. They strolled past blooming roses and fragrant lavender. "Let's see what lies beyond the garden walls," Eleanor suggested, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Amara nodded eagerly, and together, they slipped through a small gate hidden behind a trellis of ivy. They ventured into the meadow beyond, where wildflowers danced in the breeze. As they wandered further, they came upon a path that led into a dense forest. The trees here were unlike any they had ever seen, towering black trunks adorned with delicate white flowers that glowed like stars against the dark bark. Intrigued, they stepped into the forest, their feet crunching softly on the carpet of fallen leaves. The deeper they went, the more enchanted they became. The air was filled with melodious bird songs, unlike any they had heard before. Birds with feathers of vivid red, green, and yellow flitted among the branches. Suddenly, a rustle in the bushes caught their attention. Out stepped a lion, but not just any lion. This one had a magnificent coat of soft pink fur. It regarded them with gentle eyes, and the princesses felt no fear. "Hello," Eleanor greeted the lion. "We're Eleanor and Amara. Who are you?" The pink lion bowed its head gracefully. "I am Lyra, guardian of this forest. Welcome, young princesses." Before they could respond, a playful chattering echoed above them. They looked up to see a blue monkey swinging from branch to branch, its fur shimmering like the sky at dusk. It leaped down and landed lightly before them. "Hello, little ones. I'm Zephyr," the blue monkey introduced itself with a mischievous grin. "What brings you to our magical forest?" "We were just exploring," Amara explained, her eyes wide with awe. "Everything here is so beautiful and different." As they spoke, a small green rabbit hopped into view. Its fur was the color of fresh spring grass, and it twitched its nose curiously at the princesses. "And I am Fern," the green rabbit said in a soft voice. "Welcome to our home." The princesses spent the day with their new friends, marveling at the wonders of the forest. They played games with Zephyr, who showed them how to swing from vines and leap across streams. Lyra shared stories of the forest's ancient magic. Time seemed to stand still as they immersed themselves in this enchanted world. The sun climbed higher in the sky, casting dappled shadows on the forest floor. But the princesses were so captivated by their adventure that they lost track of time. Eleanor glanced at the darkening sky and realized with a start, "Amara, it's getting late. We should head back." Amara looked around, suddenly aware of their surroundings. "But which way is home?" she asked, her voice tinged with worry. Fern stepped forward and said, "We can guide you to find your way home." With their friends leading the way, the princesses began their journey back. The forest, which had felt like a wonderland in the daylight, now seemed a labyrinth of shadows. The journey was quiet, with only the soft crunch of leaves underfoot and the gentle murmur of the stream accompanying them. Azure led them through winding paths and over fallen logs, his bright blue fur a comforting beacon in the dim light. Eventually, they saw the familiar outline of the castle walls through the trees. Azure said, "This is where I leave you. Follow this path, and you will be home." "Thank you, Azure," Eleanor said, her voice filled with gratitude. "And thank you, Fern, Lyra, and Zephyr. We will never forget this day." Amara nodded in agreement. "We'll come back to visit, I promise." With a final wave, the princesses watched as Azure bounded back into the forest. They followed the path and soon found themselves at the small gate hidden behind the ivy. Slipping through, they entered the garden and hurried back to the castle, where the lights were just beginning to glow in the windows. Their parents were waiting, worry etched on their faces, but their concern melted into relief as they saw their daughters safe and sound.